Hey everyone, welcome back to the deep dive. I'm excited for this one. You know, for all of you who are also tuning in to Behind the Curtain, we're always kind of obsessed with, well, peeling back the layers of the entertainment industry, right? All the data, the marketing moves, how it all actually comes together. And I feel like today is kind of a special deep dive into some of the recent happenings, all through that behind the curtain lens, wouldn't you say?
Definitely. You've put together a really sharp collection of reports and insights from the whole entertainment world, media, even licensing. I mean, it's like a live feed of what's trending right now. Like
Yeah.
we see hints of what could be the next big blockbuster, how streaming's evolving, even those cool brand partnerships popping up everywhere. It's a lot to unpack for sure.
Yeah, I think unpack is the perfect word because that's what we're here to do today. We're going to break it all down, pull out those key insights, the stuff that really makes you go, oh, I get it now. And especially what it all means for those of you who are, well, living and breathing these trends every day. So why don't we just jump right in? One project that's already making waves, even though it's for 2026, is the new Masters of the Universe movie.
What's grabbing everyone's attention right off the bat is, well, how they're doing it. This is a classic IP, right? Masters of the Universe. Nostalgia is baked right in.
Yeah.
And they're playing it smart, positioning it to make a big comeback, like right into the mainstream. It's a masterclass in understanding how audiences tick, especially this early in the game.
It's wild, right? 15 months out from a potential summer 2026 release, and they're already being labeled a strong contender.
Hmm.
That's gotta mean something. It really feels like those early marketing plays are more crucial than ever these days.
What do you think are the biggest things driving all this early momentum? Well, a few things are coming together, I think. First off, the potential for appeal across generations is huge. You've got those of us who, grew up with the original toys, the cartoons, the whole thing. That nostalgia is powerful. But the casting, the hints of the story, that stuff's got the potential to hook a whole new generation of younger fans. And then you've got this global interest, which is huge. North America, obviously, Latin America, Western Europe, even parts of Asia are buzzing about this. And look, in a world where superhero stories are everywhere, Masters of the Universe kind of carves out its own space. Sci-fi, fantasy, superhero all mashed up. And early signs, people are already eyeing the merch. That tells me this could be way bigger than just one movie. Franchise potential for sure.
It's fascinating that it's strong contender status, not, say, the guaranteed next mega hit. I mean, it's not like the next chapter in some giant franchise that everyone's already waiting for. But that deep connection with a super dedicated, nostalgic audience, that seems like a rock-solid starting point. That niche appeal can really cut through the noise.
Yeah, absolutely. And this matters even more when you look at what else is coming out in June 2026. Talk about a crowded field. That's where the marketing gets interesting. They can't just be loud. They have to be smart. Transmedia, multi-layered, the whole deal. Forget just awareness. They got to make people actually want to see this in theaters. That window to maximize box office before it hits streaming, it's shrinking all the time.
Let's dig into that global interest a bit. I mean, it's amazing to see how excitement levels differ around the world. No surprise, North America seems to be leading the charge. Guess it makes sense, right? We kind of feel like we own this IP, and online, the fan base is, well, they're loud and proud.
Totally. Just look at the chatter on X and Reddit in the US.
Yeah.
Nonstop. And then you've got the media, especially in places like LA, New York. Every little update gets amplified. And you know what? Don't underestimate Canada. They've got a history with Masters of the Universe from back in the day, broadcast and all that.
And then there's Europe. The UK seems particularly energized about this, and I gotta think that casting Nicholas Galitzine is a big part of that. The coverage in papers like The Independent, the buzz on the BBC, that all adds fuel to the fire. But it's not just the UK. All across Western Europe, Spain, France, Germany, Italy, there's this undercurrent of nostalgia. Those online fan communities, they're keeping the flame alive. Our sources even say Spain is going crazy for this.
You know what I find really insightful about Europe? It's not one big blob of fandom. It's these pockets, each country with its own media, its own fan groups. The marketing folks have got to be nuanced to make it work everywhere.
And then there's Latin America. Feels like a total stronghold for Masters of the Universe. Mexico, Brazil, Argentina especially are all over this. Online, it's crazy. Spanish hashtags are going nuts. And Camila Mendes. Seems like her casting is a home run, especially in Brazil.
It's more than just online hype, though. The fan culture down there is serious business. Cosplay, real-world events. People are living and breathing this stuff. And don't forget Mattel. They've got a huge footprint in Latin America already. Built-in infrastructure for localized marketing, influencer stuff, all that. Powerful stuff.
Asia is where things get a little more complex. It seems like India and Pakistan, their interest is tied to the 90s cartoon, which is interesting how different regions connect with things at different times. And yeah, even if it's mainly through streaming, Amazon Prime in the big cities, that's still a huge audience to tap into.
Exactly. When something first hits a market, it leaves a mark, you know. East Asia, it's more niche, but thanks to global platforms, even those smaller groups of fans can find each other. Don't forget the Philippines and Indonesia. They're pretty active, especially online. And even Australia is showing up in searches. It's a reminder that in the digital age, these older IPs, they have a global reach we might not even realize.
All right, let's shift gears and talk about the buzz online. You know, in today's world, it's like the ultimate indicator of whether something's going to take off. And I gotta say, the way they've cast this Masters of the Universe movie, that's been sparking conversation like crazy.
Oh, for sure. They went for this clever mix, right? A-listers, rising stars, actors that already have their own hardcore fans. It's strategic, draws in all sorts of different crowds, and whether people are pumped or skeptical at first, it gets everyone talking, keeps the project on everyone's radar.
And the trailer, even though it's probably still a while away, you can feel the anticipation building. Just imagine when it finally drops. TikTok, YouTube, X, it's going to be a feeding frenzy.
Yeah, that first trailer is a make-or-break moment. And you know what? The fan communities, they're already doing half the marketing for you. Analyzing every shot, making reaction videos, building theories. It's like this organic, massive campaign that's just happening naturally.
It's amazing how different platforms play a role. Like, on X, there were some hardcore fans who were iffy about Nicholas Galitzine as He-Man at first. But then those behind-the-scenes shots came out, and boom, the whole mood changed. It shows you the power of visuals. Sometimes you gotta show, not tell.
It's a classic example of how one image can turn things around. Seeing him transform, putting in the work, it just clicked with the fans.
Yeah.
Negative buzz turned into excitement, even memes, which, let's be honest, that's free marketing gold.
And on Instagram, that first official picture of Galitzine with that "by the power of Grayskull" caption, pure fan service, instant engagement. And then you've got Camila Mendes posting about her training for Tila. It makes it personal, you know, brings her own fans along for the ride. Little things like that, they all build towards the bigger picture.
It's smart, right? Those personal connections actors make, showing what goes on behind the scenes, it just naturally builds excitement. I think a lot of marketing teams are realizing that and encouraging talent to be more open with fans, to share their process.
TikTok is where it gets really interesting. Millions of views on that hashtag MasterSoftUniverse hashtag. You've got everything. Nostalgia trips, crazy theories, people cosplaying, even funny skits. It shows you how wide and diverse the interest is, even across generations.
TikTok is like a raw feed of pure fan energy. The fact that people are making their own stuff, getting creative with the IP, it's amazing. Free content for the marketers to watch and maybe even use.
And on YouTube, it's all about the deep dive, right? Fan channels picking apart every news bit, making their own trailers, going full-on lore nerd. It keeps that hardcore fan base engaged, even when there's no official stuff coming out.
You hit the nail on the head. YouTube's the place for the diehards who want more than just headlines. The views those fan videos get tell you just how hungry people are for details, for analysis.
And then you have the big media outlets. Deadline, The Hollywood Reporter, Variety, IGN, all of them. They're treating this Masters of the Universe movie like a big deal, comparing it to, of all things, the success of Barbie, another Mattel property. It's like suddenly this isn't just for the fans anymore, it's part of the bigger cultural conversation.
Those Barbie comparisons, that's telling. The industry sees potential here, that same nostalgia factor, but with something new. It could break out way beyond the core fan base. The marketing for Barbie, there's a lot to learn from there.
Okay, so let's zoom out a bit and look at some bigger trends going on in entertainment and media right now. The Minecraft movie. Textbook case, they're calling it. For all of us at Behind the Curtain, it's like, well, it's proof that online buzz, a passionate community, and using all the right platforms together can really move the needle at the box office, especially when they finish strong with that marketing push, right?
Yeah, it had a bumpy ride getting made, but they stuck the landing. Our sources are saying that final marketing push, it was smart. Probably a lot of social media going viral, digital momentum, the whole thing. It seemed to tip the scales. A perfect example of how crucial it is to time things right, to get that final marketing burst to really resonate with the fans online.
They blew past those early projections after that push, hit those mid-range targets they were aiming for. Really shows you the power of a fan-centric campaign and how loyal those digital communities can be when the IP is strong.
I think anyone working with data in entertainment marketing, they'll be studying the Minecraft movie for a while. It's a real-world case of how understanding your digital audience and knowing when to hit them with the right message can directly translate to butts and seats at the theater.
Now, shifting gears to another Warner Bros. Release, Sinners. This one's got me intrigued. I mean, it's a bold mix, right? Southern Gothic, set in the 1930s South. Ryan Coogler directing. Michael B. Jordan doing double duty, and Haley Steinfeld in a role that's supposed to be transformative. Projects like this, they're not based on some huge IP. That means different challenges, different opportunities for the marketing team, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, this one screams potential, both with critics and at the box office. Coogler, he's a visionary director. Jordan, just the fact that he's playing two roles, everyone's already buzzing about that. And Steinfeld, apparently, she's going to blow people away.
Yeah.
The whole thing, horror, historical drama, a taste of Southern Black culture, all tied together with the musical score. It sounds rich, unique. The trick for the marketers is going to be, how do you convey all that without scaring some people off?
It's that kind of bold filmmaking that can really stand out. Early buzz is that it's both visually stunning and emotionally powerful. That's the combo, right? Critics love it. Audiences tell their friends, and that translates to real results. I bet the early data on audience sentiment, the social media chatter, it's all pointing in the right direction.
It's a different game than banking on a familiar IP, that's for sure.
Yeah.
This is about trusting the story, trusting the talent. The marketing will probably focus on showcasing Coogler's vision, highlighting the performances, build excitement, set it apart from the crowd.
Okay, let's dive into the streaming world. Sophia Carson, The Life List hits #1 globally on Netflix. I mean, that's got to tell you something about her power to draw in a streaming audience.
It's a testament to her global reach, especially for those feel-good romantic comedies, Netflix, they love these consistent hits with familiar faces. Keeps people subscribed and coming back for more.
And then you've got the continued strength of The Electric State, alongside Adolescence, which has become a real powerhouse limited series, one of Netflix's most watched ever, in fact. It proves that the right content can really resonate with streaming audiences. What do you think makes something stick in the streaming world?
I think it's a few things. First, the story's got to be good, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Keeps people hooked. Word of mouth is huge, too. People tell their friends, and the buzz keeps going even after the release. And then there's the platform itself. Netflix, they know how to promote stuff to the right people. With limited series like Adolescence, there's also that urgency. It's a complete story. People want to binge it. And that drives up those completion numbers.
And we saw strong engagement for a few other titles, too. A Complete Unknown on Hulu, Holland on Prime Video, and Mufasa, The Lion King on Disney+, which is interesting. That last one, it seems like all the online buzz actually predicted that it would do well in theaters later on.
Right.
That kind of predictive power from digital engagement, that's got to be a goldmine for studios.
Yeah, that's a big takeaway for anyone in this industry. Those digital metrics, trailer views, social media mentions, what people are searching for, it all lines up with how well something might do in theaters, sometimes even predicts it. Studios are watching those numbers very, very closely.
Big news, too. The studio broke through in series viewership, second only to Severance. That's a dogfight out there in the streaming world. Got to get into those top ranks if you want to survive.
Oh, absolutely. Grabbing a big chunk of those viewers when there's so much competition, it tells you they're doing something right. High-quality stuff that appeals to a lot of people. But yeah, keeping those subscribers engaged, making them come back for more, that's the constant battle.
Quick glance at the U.S. streaming charts. Reacher, Running Point, Tyler Perry's Beauty in Black, all holding strong at the top. And Ariana Grande debuted at #9 in music, so that's interesting. Kind of gives you a snapshot of what's hot right now, what's capturing people's attention.
Those weekly charts, they're like a pulse check on the audience. What are they loving? What's trending? It changes all the time.
Now for some celebrity news. Michelle Monaghan, her visibility has shot up since The White Lotus, right? And now she's got the U Beauty ambassadorship. It's like, you do well in a hit show, and the brands come knocking.
A show like The White Lotus,
Yes.
it elevates your profile, no question. Suddenly, brands want a piece of that.
Yeah.
It's got to be the right fit, though. Her image, the brand's values, it all has to align.
Uzo Aduba, same thing. Big role in The Residence, does the whole media circuit, and boom, her profile skyrockets.
When you captivate people with a performance like that, and then you get out there and connect with audiences on a personal level, well, you become in demand. More opportunities, more visibility, it all snowballs.
Imogen Faith Reed, her work in Good American Family, it really struck a chord, especially since it's based on a true story. It shows you how powerful it can be when an actor's performance connects with real-world, issues when they're an advocate off-screen, too.
It's about authenticity.
Right.
She didn't just play the role. She embraced the message of the story. That resonates with people on a deeper level.
Rachel Zegler and Gal Gadot back in the spotlight in a big way, all thanks to the buzz around Disney's Snow White. Proves that these big IPs, they can keep you relevant even when you're not actively on screen.
Disney magic, right? Even before a movie's finished, those big names stay in the conversation. Snow White, it's got that built-in cultural weight, keeps people talking.
And then there's Avengers, Doomsday, coming out in 2026. They just announced the cast, and the internet exploded. It's amazing how much hype the MCU can generate, years in advance.
The MCU, they've tapped into something special. It's event-level storytelling. Even a casting announcement becomes huge news. It shows you the power of a franchise that really owns its audience.
And we got to give a shout out to the shows that are consistently killing it in the streaming world. Adolescence, The White Lotus, Severance, they've all captured something in the cultural moment. Week after week, the viewers keep coming back.
It's about quality. It's about connecting with the zeitgeist. Those shows, they've built their own loyal audiences, and they keep them coming back for more. It's a win-win for everyone.
All right, a few industry announcements to touch on. The trailer for Avatar. Fire and Ash debuted at CinemaCon, and it's looking a little darker this time around. That's definitely going to build even more hype for the December release. I mean, after the first Avatar, everyone's watching this one.
Can you imagine following up the biggest movie of all time? Every little hint about the sequel is going to be news. The darker themes, that's interesting, adds a new layer to the story, might even bring in a different kind of audience.
Fox is doubling down on animation. The Simpsons, Family Guy, Bob's Burgers, all renewed for multiple seasons. And American Dad is coming back to Fox. These shows, they just keep chugging along. Comfort food for viewers and reliable moneymakers for the network.
It's a testament to their staying power. Animated shows, they can really connect with audiences of all ages, and they're remarkably consistent over time. In a world where everything's changing so fast, that stability is valuable for a network.
And Ana de Armas might be starring in Netflix's adaptation of The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Book lovers and Netflix fans, they're all freaking out. Casting someone like her, that just elevates a project instantly.
When a big name like Ana de Armas is attached to a beloved book adaptation, it's like an instant boost. It generates excitement, gets the buzz going. The fans of the book are already invested, and then you add a star they love. It's a recipe for success.
All right, last but not least, let's talk about these brand collaborations. They're everywhere these days. It's where marketing, entertainment, and good old-fashioned consumerism all collide. Take the Lego X Lord of the Rings Shire set. Talk about tapping into a passionate fan base. It's like, here's a way to actually build your own piece of Middle-earth.
These collaborations are all about giving fans what they want, ways to engage with the stuff they love on a deeper level. The Lego set, the detail is incredible. It shows you they're not messing around.
The ILF8X Assassin's Creed streetwear line, that's another cool one. Taking a gaming brand and putting it on clothes, letting fans rep their fandom in the real world.
It's about expanding the brand's reach, making it part of everyday life. Fans become walking billboards, and it creates a sense of community.
The AMC Theaters X Thunderbolts Red Guardian popcorn bucket, now that's just fun. A little collectible for Marvel fans. Something to enhance the movie-going experience. These limited edition things, they always become hot items.
It's a smart move by AMC. Creates a sense of urgency, a reason to go see the movie in theaters. Plus, people love having a tangible memento. Instant collectible.
The MINISO X Stitch collaboration, that's huge. A whole range of merchandise, even a pop-up experience. Taking a beloved Disney character and putting him on everything and the pop-up, that adds a whole other level of engagement, right?
Yeah, that pop-up idea, it takes it beyond just buying stuff. It's an experience, a chance to immerse yourself in the world of Stitch, a little more personal.
The Pokémon X Google Catch experience. Talk about blending nostalgia and technology. They took a classic game and brought it to life on a platform everyone uses. Brilliant.
Augmented reality, it's opening up all sorts of creative possibilities. And Google, they've got the reach. So you take something nostalgic like Pokémon, make it interactive, and boom, you've got a whole new generation of fans hooked.
The Oakley by 100 Thieves eyewear, that's laser-focused marketing, right? High-performance glasses for gamers and esports athletes. It's not for everyone, but for that specific audience, it's a perfect fit.
Strategic partnership for sure. They know exactly who they're targeting, and they created a product that speaks directly to that audience's needs and aspirations.
The Cacao Friends X Tom and Jerry collaboration, now that one's a head-scratcher at first, right? Korean characters meets classic American animation, but hey, maybe it works.
Sometimes the unexpected pairings are the ones that really grab attention, can introduce both brands to a whole new audience, and the visual mashup, it's got to be fun to see.
And finally, The Walking Dead is in Fortnite, taking a well-known character from a TV show and dropping him into one of the biggest games in the world. Cross-platform storytelling at its finest, and a great way to reach a massive new audience.
Smart move. The Walking Dead, it's been around for a while, but dropping Negan into Fortnite, that introduces him to a whole new generation of potential fans. Keeps the IP fresh, relevant.
It's clear that these cross-platform stories, these licensing deals, they're not just a fad. They're shaping culture, they're driving spending, and they're probably only going to get bigger.
They're a sign of the times, really. It's all about extending those stories, those brands, beyond their original format. Give fans multiple ways to connect, to express themselves, and the money follows naturally.
So as we wrap this up, the big takeaway is this. The IP world, it's not just hanging on, it's booming. But to make it in this business, you got to be smart. You got to take your story, your brand, and spread it across every platform you can. Screens, merch, digital experiences, the whole 9 yards. The examples we talked about today, the Masters of the Universe hype, Minecraft success, all these creative brand collaborations, it all points in the same direction.
And for you, with Behind the Curtain, understanding the data, the marketing tactics, it's more crucial than ever. Keep watching these trends unfold, and you'll be able to anticipate what's coming next, connect with your audience on a deeper level. That's the key.
Absolutely. So here's a final thought for you as you keep pulling back the curtain on the entertainment industry. We've seen nostalgia, digital engagement, cross-platform strategies. It's all mixing together. So the question is, what's the next big thing? What unexpected IP is about to have its moment in the spotlight? And maybe even more importantly, what kind of wild marketing genius is going to make it happen? It's a fascinating time to be in this business, that's for sure.